Jerome Richardson. I'm 21 years of age, born 1994, May the 2nd, same birthday as Brian Lara. I attend UE as a first year law student, and I'm also a breakdancer. Well, concerning breakdancing, finally healing from some injuries. If you watch some of the videos, we throw ourselves a lot and we get injuries, a lot of injuries. I'm finally healed up from most of them. So I'm practicing to hopefully one day represent Trinidad on the Red Bull BC1 stage. Basically, watch any of my videos running from 2010 to present. Like, I've grown a lot, but you could see a gradual development from 2010 to now. And if you search me on YouTube, well, my b-boy name was Young 10, but now I've changed it to Tenfinity. I'm maturing a little bit, so I can't, associate myself with young things. So I had to change my name, Right. But if you go on YouTube and you search b-boy Young 10, that's the number 10, not T-E-N, you'll see a lot of videos of me in the ciphers, either freestyling, battling, or performing. In terms of competing, I've been competing since 2009, and that was actually when I started breakdancing. And I shamed myself the first time in the Dance Against Crime b-boy competition.
Where?
That's in Shogunas, the Shogunas Indoor Arena. That shame made me determined enough to develop myself, and I won in 2010 and 2011. And I won again in 2013. I won the Synergy #1 b-boy challenge in 2012. Yeah, that was.
You could dance a little bit then.
I could dance a little bit, you know what I mean? Yeah, let's play football exciting. But yeah, I won the Synergy #1 b-boy challenge. I won Battle Zone 4, I think. I won every solo b-boy competition in Trinidad and Tobago. Then I went to Hip Hop International in Las Vegas 2014, where I competed with Eclectic as on an adult team, and I competed solo as a b-boy, as well as on the Mega Crew. So I was in 3 categories in 2014. I was the first b-boy in the Caribbean to make it to the top 16 in the b-boy competition that year. And last year, which was 2015, I made it to the top 16 in the b-boy competition again, as well as I competed with the Mega Crew, TNT Mega Crew. We placed 21st in the Mega Crew, and I made it to the top 16 in the b-boy category out of 40 b-boys last year, and the year before out of 64 b-boys. But hopefully this year I'm going again, and I want to make it to at least the finals. My top 2 performances for sure was my experience with Live at the Hyatt last year and year before, performing as a dancer, performing with a lot of artists, Kes, Destra, Bungie, Fayan. It was real fun, as well as being Destra's personal dancer for the season of 2015. That was her Lucy era. It was real good. Destra is a sweetheart, and Live at the Hyatt is probably the best carnival gig a dancer could possibly get. Well, I have one international mentor. His name is Ken Swift. I had the pleasure of meeting this legend twice, which was 2015 in Hip Hop International and 2014 in Hip Hop International. We call him Prince Ken Swift because without him, breakdancing or b-boying wouldn't be where it is to date. In terms of local mentors, I have the guy who started me off. His name is Bboy LU. I have Rennie Ano, who is more or less my mature helping hand, and also my father, who was a breakdancer. Yeah, back in the 80s, he was a breakdancer, and also my mom, who does everything for me. She's a gymnastics teacher, So I had a lot of help from a lot of people in my life, but I can't call them mentors. For example, my younger brother, he pushes me a lot. I've been doing competitive gymnastics since I was probably 8. My mom and dad thought it was a good idea to start training me at 3, as soon as I could walk. There's pictures of me splitting or flipping. And then QRC, I kind of realized, you know, doing gymnastics kind of wasn't cool from all the pointing and laughing. So I tried to do other things. I tried to go into football. I was okay with it, but I always got injured, or I wasn't as good as the other guys. I tried cricket, I tried tennis, gymnastics makes you very athletic, so you could do a lot of different sports. But I wasn't feeling comfortable in a lot of these sports. And then I discovered tricking, which is more or less street gymnastics. And I used to go at the La Jolla indoor arena place and like do tricking there. And then I saw a guy named Lu doing flares, and I thought he was flying. And like when he was finished, I asked him to teach me that, and he was just like, okay. And he taught me, and then when I got home, I showed my dad something, and he was like, hey, I was a break dancer too. And I was like, why you didn't tell me this? So he started training me, and from there, like, dancing just became a part of my life. Myself, my best friend Antar, and one of my close friends John, we started a group in QRC, and from there we were cool, I guess. It was more or less trying to fit in secondary school, and from trying to fit in, not trying to fit in, and just feeling comfortable within that niche, and I just developed there, and dancing just became a part of my lifestyle. And the only reason I would go to a party is to dance or perform. I never used to drink or smoke, not because
used to, yeah.
No, still, like, I still don't. Look at his skin. I don't drink or smoke.
Let me see. Oh, okay.
I don't drink or smoke, not because, you know, it's bad for your health. It is bad for your health, but I didn't know that at the point in time. It just wasn't good for you. Like, whenever you drink, you have no coordination, and whenever you smoke, you have respiratory problems. So it wasn't like, it didn't go with the lifestyle. So I would say a dancing lifestyle is a healthy lifestyle, as long as it don't eat in your study time or your work time or your sleep time. Is a very healthy lifestyle. So developing as a dancer developed me in a lot of different ways, but I had to kind of like become a little more social, because I used to practice alone a lot for hours and not talk to people. So that's probably the only downfall like if you're serious about dance. I guess I am too competitive, but that's very good in this field, especially where you don't need to rely on a team, like it's just you. Well, I've been on teams as well, but when it's b-boy and breakdancing, I don't need to rely on a team. It's very competitive. All I have to do is depend on myself. The first time I lost a competition was in 2012 against one of my close friends, Alexander Mack, and I was very distraught. I never lost anything before. There was a lot of ridicule and stuff, but I realized that losing is a norm. Like, that's the only way you could develop, because for 2 years I was stuck on a high, like I was the best here, like nobody can beat me. And then when I get licks, I had to go back to the drawing board and like start over and start making plans or getting better for the next time. When I lose, I get better, and I lose, I get better. When you're on the top, you could gradually get better, but when you lose, like, you need to scrap your whole plans and you have to increase your skill exponentially. So I would say being competitive is good, but losing is good as well. Like, you need to lose to get better. my goal as a breakdancer is not only to become the best in the Caribbean, but also the Ken Swift of the Caribbean, whereas you provide opportunities for other b-boys who not as fortunate as me to fly out or to go competitions or to develop a career within the field. Other than that, a personal goal of mine is to become a more all-rounded dancer, not only a break dancer, but being able to do hip-hop, being able to stand on the stage with next to any dancer, whether it be Dren, whether it be the Twins, whether it be Paris. I just want to be able to dance amongst other dancers at a particular level. Other than that, a dream since I started breakdancing in 2009 was to represent Trinidad and Tobago on the Red Bull BC1 stage, either this year or next year. A stage that no Caribbean b-boy has touched since the competition has started, and more or less open the world up to the Caribbean. Since I was young, I was different. I always wanted to be the best. Not better than people, but being the best. Like if my friend was the best as well, like both of us could be the best together. But I just like, I don't know, I think it's a compulsion. I like perfection. I like moving towards that illusion of perfection. And I guess a difference with dancers who dance on a team, because I don't always dance on a team. Like I compete by myself most of the times, and sometimes I compete with a team or perform with a team. So my goals would be, it would look a little selfish because as a solo player, it's just like probably a chess player. You can't have a team of chess players. Like it's only one chess player, and he would obviously want to be the best in that field. I have a lot of OMG moments, but the one that's most memorable to me was in 2012, I believe it was, when I was accepted into the Raw B-Boys Do Raw Things Challenge. That was the first taste.
What's that?
Is a competition on YouTube that a very popular b-boy in the community does. His name is Vinsanity. He's from Sacramento. He put out this challenge, and different b-boys from around the world submitted videos. There was like 400 submissions, and my video was picked. Like I was just like, my mother and I would sit in a restaurant and my girlfriend at the time, and we dining. So I just got this message on my phone, and when I checked it, it was from YouTube, and I clicked on it and I opened it and I saw Vinsanity talking, and my video was the first one to pop up. I was like, what? I'm top 10, sick. Oh my god. And then throughout the week, like the whole world was voting for their favorite b-boy on that challenge. And well, I didn't win, but I came second, and they, with I think 1,012 votes from spread out around the world. And well, I didn't win, but I made a lot of friends within the top 10. I made a network of those b-boys, and I even got a shirt sent to me, a shirt and 2 CDs from Vinsanity. So I guess that was my OMG moment, because it was my first taste of any international contact from breakdancers. I guess to anybody who would take my advice, I would advise to just strive to be better. Not to beat other people, but to beat yourself, beat your past self. Make sure it have a difference between this year and next year. The same time, when you check the date, February, well, what it is, March the 8th next year, 2017, make sure it have a difference in your writing, a difference in your work, a difference in your confidence, a difference within anything you're passionate about. Just make sure you're not the same, you're in the same place, you're in the same ditch that you was in last year. So that's all. Just strive to be better.